What's up, guys? All right, let's see here. We got 0 viewers at the moment, but I just recorded 3 videos. Like I said, Monday we're going to hit the ground running. We're going to focus on what we have to do for manifesting the lives of our dreams. So I just recorded 1 video. It's uploading now. I got 2 more that are recorded that I'll be posting the next 2 days, and then I still have to get some more for the next days. Like I said before, that's now at the point where I can't stop making videos. I got to keep doing them because the amount of people that tell me that how important it is, which I never thought that this would be the avenue I'd be doing it, but I am. So here I am. I got to dress up nice, got to focus on making the best content that I possibly can. And if you guys have topics, questions, comments, concerns, or anything you want, I've got my pen and paper here. We'll take down more topics and more questions. If you guys want to be a part of the first team coaching thing, send me an email at mysticmanifesting@gmail.com. We'll set up, and I'm taking 10 people for that because I've never done one before, so I want to see how tough it is. That's be the same as an individual session. I may have a full manifestation story for you. It started in 2008 or so. Still waiting to hear from them. I can't wait to hear it. That's going to be exciting. Like I said, I just I recorded 2 success stories. One of them was actually supposed to be a mini manifestation success for me, but then I forgot it turned out to be a client's full or almost full manifestation success story. So that should be out on Wednesday. I just want to run it by her one more time before I post it, and I want to run this tomorrow's success story by him before I post that one as well. Just started a robotic affirmation challenge for SP within the hour. I'm not even kidding, man. An old SP called me crying, saying they wanted to see me and missed me. No BS, man. I know, bro. It's crazy because when you see it work, it's like, holy shit. Like, even though it's like, I have a feeling it's going to work, but I have a little bit of doubt and I'm going to do the stuff. And then next thing you know, it's working. So it's crazy. I know my SP is coming soon. Now birds before land, or whatever the saying is. Yeah, exactly, brother. It is birds before land. I had, it was funny. I left this part out of when I was manifesting out of a situation. Yeah, it was weird when it happened last night. Yeah, I was birds before land. Anytime, if it's an SP related thing for romance, and if another female or male or whoever, whatever situation you have, comes into your life before that, always take it as a bird before land, especially someone who you had a past with. Like the SP who led me onto my manifesting journey before the one where I'm with now, where everything was unveiled. I learned all the secrets of it. Not that there's a secret, but just like I've learned all the ins and outs of manifesting because of her. When we had our fight or whatever, it's gonna be 2 weeks ago now, or maybe a week ago. About 2 weeks ago it started, then it unfolded and fixed up last week when I was doing my revision, focusing on everything, laying in bed. I was panicked and everything, but I was like, all right, I know it's going to work. So I'm laying there, meditating, trying to go to sleep, get the vision, get the end scene, get the feeling of the wish fulfilled. I get a message on Instagram and then a text message from a tone that I did change that girl's tone on my phone. The only time I ever did it in my life, but it was still like that. So I get a message from her, a text message and a message on Instagram, and she's blowing me up and asking me questions. She saw me on a dating app that I don't even remember that I had. You have to go through a website to get to it. I'm like, oh, I thought I deleted that profile or whatever. And she's like, and she starts talking with me and like trying to flirt with me and stuff. And I was like, wow, birds before land. I'm like, all right, see you later, you're crazy. I'm going to go back to sleep and focus on my SP because I know it's working now. Thank you, God, for the sign that it's working. I prayed and let go a few times and finally got a sign Friday night. I went to middle school with them and my heart just hasn't been able to let them go. And I've always wondered, the energy is as though they're the one that got away. So the energy's always been as though they were the one who got away, but now you've changed your energy where you feel like you already have them and they're back in? Or are you saying that you'd rather this person than the SP that you were manifesting before? Exactly. Thank you. The sign and confirmation. Yes, sir. You always look at it from that point of view. Actually, right now, I didn't even really plan to do a live. Like I said, I wasn't going to do one today because it's Monday and I had a busy weekend. I toured houses this morning when I would usually do a live. Then I went to the gym, and a lesson that we could all take is to not be so needy, to take feedback from the 3D not as a bad thing, but as something that is trying to help us achieve our goals, even if it doesn't come off in a certain way, looking at the glass as half full, not half empty. So usually, as you know, Mondays I do my lives, and then I knock out a few more errands. I make the videos, I make the thumbnails, I do all that stuff, and then usually around mm, late afternoon, I go to the gym with SP. And there's only been a few weeks since there's only been a few weeks since we've been doing this schedule where me and her haven't worked out together, and there's always been a reason. Well, today I didn't hear from her, which was strange, but it didn't panic me like it used to, where I would be like, "Oh, well, if she's not messaging me, then things are going bad. She's talking to someone else." If she tells me she's busy at work, that's when she's busy, and because usually there's a good morning text and stuff like that, and I know she had a lot of stuff going on. So anyway, she goes to the gym, or I go to the gym today, and I get a message, or yeah, I sent her a message. Sent it's I'm in Chicago, 90 degree or 80s, it was almost 80 or 70 something degrees today. So the first nice day, I'm like, you want to go run a trail instead? Actually, I told her I was heading to the gym earlier. No answer. And I was like, actually, you know what? Whenever you get this, would you rather go to the gym? She goes, no, I'm still stuck at work. Just do what you got to do. It's a polite way of saying we're not going to hang out today. But I was like, well, you know what? Well, we could always do this. And this is my bad habit. This is something I own up to in a relationship. And it's not just in romantic relationships. This is something that I still need to work on. And I know you could manifest away from it and stuff like that, but I do believe it's something that should be worked on. Anyway, um, when I want to do something with someone, whether it be with my brother was the first one to point this out. It's not just like, sorry, Nick, I don't feel like doing that. I come up with all these other ideas for how we should do it. Well, it's like, well, if we can't do it right now, maybe we'll do it in a couple hours. But like, I'm just insinuating it's already happening. So with her today, I was like, oh, okay, well, we can just go run the trails. And she goes, no, I'm really tired after work. I'm like, well, we'll just walk the trails. Then she goes, babe, please stop. You're suffocating me. I don't want to like things to go down a fighting path or anything like that. And I was like, okay, take that as feedback from the 3D. I said, okay, very well. You have a good day at work. Rest up and, hit it hard tomorrow. I'll hit it twice. And then she goes, okay, cool, kill it. And she goes, have a good workout. And then I was like, I'll hit it twice as hard for both of us. Whatever. And then we started. And then she messaged me later and asked me some questions about something I was supposed to help her with. And we went back and forth a couple more times, but then I realized, all right, I got to get back here. I got to work on this. Even though I'm dog tired and all that, I'm still over here. I got to make the videos and stuff. But take it always as glass is half full, and the feedback you're getting is positive feedback, even if it doesn't feel positive at the moment. I mean, for me, what did I take out of that? It's something that people don't like, and it's something I need to work on because I know, understand that manifesting you control your reality and stuff like that, but it's not good to want to just keep forcing someone to do something they don't feel like doing. Manifesting is they'll feel like they want to do it naturally, and that's kind of how it is. Let's see. Yes, the SP before was the TF. The situation is. Wait on. Yes, the SP before was the TF. That situation just is. The SP isn't really an SP. I've tried to have be an SP. We were never a thing, but we always have been drawn to them. I've always been drawn to them. Not sure why. I really wasn't ever trying to manifest them. They were in the ways that we know of manifesting. I just always held the space in my heart for them. I don't know why, but God does. I didn't need to do anything really. Yeah, see, I like situations like that. I do have someone in my life like that where nothing ever really came about, but there was a draw to each other. And whenever I think about her, there's usually some kind of communication or some kind of weird bridge will unfold where we run across each other, even though our paths are not really something that's going to run into each other usually. You know what I figured? Let me do this to time it. I'm going to go grab a cigar because I haven't had one all week. Well, I did have one. I had one because I was barbecuing and doing the cooking for SPO. Look, you like how I do this sweatpants and nice shirt because I shot them all from the waist up today, all the videos. I'll be right back. I also did some lighting today, if you guys haven't noticed. I love how every time I walk away, this is like a weird assumption that I somehow formed, was every time I walk away from a stream, I come back and there's more viewers. The chair is a better entertainer than I am, I guess. It is a nice blue and black chair, though. Also, something really cool happened, too. One of the viewers got the logo tattooed on herself. So that made me very emotional that the channel means that much to someone. I always use this as like a timer, but I'm almost out of cigars, so I only have 2 left after this. I did give one to my... I'm meditating. I forgot, yeah, her name does kind of give it away. Next time we do a live and she's in it, I'll ask her permission to show the picture, but she does have a lot of tattoos, but from the picture, it looks like it might be her arm over here somewhere. It looked good, though. It actually did look really good. I've never got a tattoo. My SP always wants me to get a tattoo, but if I did, because this channel means so much to me, this would be maybe here on this shoulder or this shoulder. I've got 2 channels, as you know. There's Flex Entertainment, and there's this one. And Flex Entertainment is a testament that I will never quit on something, no matter how fucked up it is, which would go here. And this channel is a testament to know that that I've done something very meaningful by teaching something that's very important and dear to me, and that I've helped a lot of people. It makes me feel good. And I never thought that I would be motivating through a spiritual teaching. I just thought I'd be like a fitness guy yelling at the camera, like, what's his name, Ultimate Warrior. You have 7, Hershey? Are they big ones or small ones? Also, if you guys... Oh, you have both? Nice. This is what I'm going to do in the morning, too, is I'm going to pick out like 3 chapters from here and maybe 2 chapters from there and do the other success story I have to tell. Maybe we'll receive one overnight or something like that, or Hershey will tell me her success story. But, yeah, I want to start going through there, and if you guys have any other recommendations or ideas or stuff that you want to work on, let me know. I've been doing a really horrible job because the video that's uploading now and the video that's uploading for the channel now, plus the one that's going to be out tomorrow, I did not even plug the team coaching thing. Is just because I'm not used to. I've never, like, on this channel, I've never said go subscribe, go buy the coaching, go do any of that stuff. I always tell people don't, but who knows? Let's see, why is this? Oh, it's still pending. I want to try and put the tags on this right now. If you guys got any other ideas, I'm trying to remember, what was this topic even about in this video? Oh, self-concept. So there's a spoiler. It's a self-concept video I did. Well, what did you guys do this weekend? Did everyone have a good weekend? Celebrate the holiday? I sent the request to them Friday night to connect. It was through LinkedIn, so it may be a bit, oh, I'm so happy. It's a sign that the universe is listening and cares for my heart's desires. Yes, it does, and I'm glad you had a good weekend, too. I'm assuming that's what the yes was for. I've actually never made the LinkedIn. I've always just worked in the same industry since I was a teenager. Well, other than the gym. Nice, that's good to hear. Hopefully it was all good. I wound up learning how to cook and work the grill for the first time. Um, Usually when I've gone over to SP's house, she's always done the cooking for parties and stuff like that. But since it was a grill, I wound up having to learn how to grill. Didn't come out bad. First few people who got to eat had some burned food, but everyone else had something good. Went to the gym today and felt fabulous. That's awesome, George. Glad you got in there and killed it. I went today. I did like an hour elliptical and then just did a couple ab workouts. But I was in my own head and I was like feeling like I need to get back here and record the videos. And I feel very lethargic after this weekend. So I just got to like hit the ground running tomorrow, just like we hit the ground running today with these videos. Hoping this one uploads soon. Found their photo on LinkedIn. That's when they've been nowhere to be found. That's awesome. What's up, Hayden? 5 a.m. here. It's 5 a.m. here. Was about to sleep. You been up all night, brother? It's 9 p.m. over here, and I just recorded videos for the channel right now. And I was like, you know what? Let me turn this on. Let me have a cigar because like my mind's been all over today. Middle school is a long time, bro. Yes, it is. I was thinking about high school is what fucking 8 years ago already. It's been a decade. All these guys are dads and shit by now. Always, and that's the same with me. I hate doing tags on videos. Yeah, I hate it because you're always trying to remember what did you write about or what did you talk about in the video. About to be 37. Well, it's even longer time ago for you. I've been good, bro. How was your weekend? I was just telling everyone I did all the cooking at the cookout for SP's family over the weekend, and then today I hit the gym. wasn't the best workout, but it was still a workout. Got in there. Talked about looking at the glass half full, not half empty, because SP couldn't hang out today because she was tired and got stuck in overtime. And my old version of myself, which was like the needy version, was like, well, what if we do this? What if we do that? And she's like, please, you're suffocating me. Then I realized I'm like, okay, look at my own faults in this relationship. And if it's that, it's like, well, what else was I supposed to be doing today? Making videos for the channel. So I got back here and did those. Spending time with my family, which I didn't spend too much over Easter, so I went to spend time with them. Not neglecting the Mystics, so I'm back over here. And brainstorming some ideas for the comedy channel as well. There's a lot of other things, and like that's why I said look at the glass half full. When the 3D is giving you feedback, take that feedback as a sign, not anything personal. So I deep down in my subconscious knew that I'm straying far off my goals, and I was thinking how much time it's gonna kill if I go to the gym with her. It will be an extra long workout because when we work out, we like to film ourselves together, and then usually we post videos on our channels together. And then after that, I was like, okay, then we'll usually go to dinner. Sometimes I'll go back over to her house and hang out with her and her family for a bit. Or she'll come over here, we'll get the food and watch a movie. And then I'm like, it's 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Then I have a bit to rush doing the manifesting videos. Then I have to rush getting my shit ready for work. She's got to get her stuff ready for work tomorrow. So it's like I took it as glass is half full. Okay. And you're also not breaking up with me. Before I had the assumption that, oh, when things are going bad, she just dumps you and rolls out. No, she's giving you feedback. I'm realizing it's a fault in me. And my subconscious has told me what I need to go do. I need to be here making this video. I'm writing the tags for this video. I'm talking to you guys. I know as much as I don't feel like doing it because I hate doing computer shit, I have to get the store up and running because I know a lot of people like the Mystic notebooks, and I kind of really want the Mystic notebook too. And I would like to do videos like where we work through it like that. I know I got to start planning out stuff for the team coaching and booking whoever sent me emails for sessions this week. So I had a lot to do. And what was I doing? I was looking for an excuse to get out of it. So just followed you on Instagram. Oh, awesome, bro. Thank you. I appreciate it. Is your name Hayden on there too? All right, I think that's good on tags. Oh, it's always putting them on private first. I guess that's a good thing. So if I start uploading all the videos tonight, I could do that. All right, the video's up and live now. Sweet. I have so many. I'm way behind on all the comments for the channel too. Sweetheart Sicario. Did you have another YouTube account too? Because there's somebody named Sicario on here too. I'll check it out. I know, like, I need to post on Instagram more. Every day I go on. I'm trying to post on Snapchat each day, and then Instagram, and then this. And then, like, Instagram and Snapchat are like the bridge of all my channels. Trying not to bring the regular people into my life so much on it. I know SP's son-in-law and me talked about that he was trying to make money online. And I said, I'd run a channel, but I don't want to talk too much about it. I'm like, it's spiritual, religious, positive. I'm like, it's a lot of different things, but I'm like, basically, people feel better when they listen to it. And I teach about, he's religious. So I'm like, I teach about religion, but I don't want him to find it because then I don't know what degree of religion he is. So I know religious people have had a problem with this channel before, but that's a negative assumption. Yeah, Google keeps switching it up for me. Oh, okay. That's what I thought I was going to say. I thought there was someone named Sicario in here too. But I also didn't want to reveal too much about the channel to him because he told SP and she's like, what is this channel? Why are you talking about that you're the prize? Because I am, baby. That's the confidence we need. Self-concept. That's what the video's about. That's what it's about, George. The video is about self-concept. I was thinking about this Seinfeld. I've been watching clips of that with my coworker because our other coworker looks like George Costanza. With how fast this channel's been growing, my brother told me, he goes, who knows, maybe it's on there where people will be making fan art of you instead of off the comedy thing and all the costumes. I was thinking about it the other day. Maybe I'm manifesting it. Maybe I shouldn't even talk about it. What is this? Oh, shit. It's a viewer of the channel that I know from my real life. I don't know if he's in the live right now. Sorry, you lost my train of thought. It was something funny, and I'm choking on smoke. Yeah, self-concept has been slipping for me lately. Yeah, watch it because it's a slippery slope. I mean, that's how I've lost SP every other time. Don't you dare quit. No. I can't quit. No, I thought about, oh, yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, he's like, what if they do fan art of you? I'm like, that'd be cool. And before I start, I was going to say, maybe I shouldn't tell the thing because then it's like, oh, well, you can't prove it's a manifestation because you said it out loud that someone did it just to make it come true. But anyway, I thought that would be cool. And then I'm not quitting on the comedy channel either because, like I said, if I ever get tattoos, if you guys are just tuning in, somebody from the channel got a tattoo of our logo, the wolf. And that meant a lot to me, kind of made me emotional. I told SP about it too. And I think it kind of struck a little bit of a nerve when I said it was a female. But I was thinking, I'm like, if I ever were to get a tattoo, it would be that logo because of how much this channel means to me and how much you guys mean to me and have kept me motivated. Where it's like I've had a lot of bad days where I go on there and I look at all the comments and see that I am making a difference. So I said, if I were to get it, it would probably be the Mystic Manifesting logo here, and then the Flex Entertainment one here, because Flex, I think, is a testament to I've never given up on that channel since I was 18 years old. I'll hit it hard for a while, then I'll fail at it and just start to lose hope on it, and then I'll back away, and then I go back, and then I put money into it and buying props and buying cameras and buying editing software and recruiting people for videos and doing stuff. And then I realized it's still not the amount of work I'm doing. So I got more work to do on it. So, I mean, this channel and that channel would be the testament to everything I've ever done. If anything, I would get a tattoo with there and there. SP always tells me about I need to get tattoos. If you've seen my vlog channel with her, you'll see that she has a lot of tattoos. Yeah, I have a comedy channel, and I've actually got a couple channels. I've got a vlog channel with me and SP. I've got my comedy channel that I started when I was 18. That's like comedy, fitness, motivation. It's a whole bunch of stuff. It's kind of a variety channel. It's almost similar to my Instagram, but I had characters developed, story arcs, and everything. It's hard to do the type of channel I wanted without. It's like almost like I did nothing instead of making it bad. So it's like unless I made it the way I wanted it, it didn't go the way it did when I should have just been posting something. And then I have another channel I just started called Nicky Balls. It's on YouTube, and here Nicky Balls is a reference to a comedy video I did when I was first starting. It's like actually my first viral video. It was a blooper from it, and that one's going to be more fitness motivation and just motivation and kind of bring fitness and manifesting together, because I mean a lot of the messages I share on both channels are both. I should get a little whiteboard and post them up. Can I do? Sure. We'll do this. I don't know if it's going to appear backwards. I don't even know if this is the right name because I haven't posted on it in a while. There we go. I don't know if you guys can read that. Or if you screenshot it. Is it backwards? Or does it just appear backwards to me? I forgot how that works. But those are the other social medias. There's also a YouTube too. It's the Life of Lily and Nick too on YouTube. That's the stuff with me and SP. I haven't really put much work into that because we had a fight over it at one point. But yeah, I know I've had a couple people ask me. I should be putting the link tree in here. People have asked where my other social medias are. You said you followed me on Instagram already. I always share the Instagram at the bottom of everything. I put the email for here. Follow me on TikTok too? Okay. Yeah, that's because I post on here the most. Trying to get on this one more. There's a TikTok for this channel. That's the one with me and SP. But like I said, I haven't been posting on it too much. We got some stuff from our last trip that she wanted to do. But yeah, I used to promote it when me and her were going to Mexico and stuff like that back in December before we semi-split up, and then I started seeing someone else for like a month. And then, then now we've made another little vlog, but I don't post enough of it. And then she wanted to steer it more into a fitness channel, which I'm cool with, a couples fitness channel. I mean, that's stuff people like to see. But then it's like I have to be careful too how much, because I'm also doing this, and I don't want her to be like, "What do you mean you manifested me? What is that?" Let's see. How did I know? You see the message came in with right as I was about to check what he said. This guy is one of the funniest people I know. He's also the one that came up with uh he's the one who came up with midnight manifesting with the mystic or something like that. Or I wear the fedora. Maybe I should put it on if he comes in. Oh, nice. I knew someone said they were gonna write the letter on Friday. I couldn't remember who that was. That was you. Did you feel better after it? I know. I always did. I was thinking about this too. I'm like, I got this. I brought this up the other day when we were live again. I have not looked at this in a while, but I want to go through this and with all the stuff I was doing and do a course, like use it to help write the courses that I was going to sell too for manifesting. Um, as I seen like create your future and stuff, they do that, and I was like, I was looking for more ways to sustain, like how I do this full time, and then they have a little mystic manifesting book that goes to. Um, if you order that, I want to order one of those because they actually look really cool. But I wish they would make shaker cups and other things like that. I'm using the app Printful. Nah, that's all right, bro. That's how it goes, though. You will get the stupid thoughts that come in and trigger you. It's just about flipping them right away. Or even today, now it's like I sent SP something earlier tonight too, and she blew it off. But instead, like I said, take everything as a positive instead of sitting there like, oh, well, why did like my negative old thoughts? It's very hard to when you get, in my opinion, for myself, it's hard with an SP. You have a history with a lot of negativity in it, not only the positive but the negative. But there was one thing I said, listen. There was another thing to listen to what your SP is saying. Listen to what the world is telling you. Listen to all of it without changing yourself, but listen and see if it's true or if it can help you. One of the things she was saying before we split up, one of the times she was just keep thinking about the good times, just keep thinking about the good times. And I kept focusing on the bad times. And before you know it, really bad things happen. And I was done. We actually get more viewers at nighttime. Maybe we should do Monday night Mystic. But that's the problem too. See, here's the thing where it's better where I don't CSP on Mondays because it's more time for this, more time to grind, more time to put effort into actually doing something meaningful other than just working out and having dinner and then sex and then that's it. Actually, I usually think of the good times, but it's followed by something stupid. Yeah, because your mind's going to naturally try to remap out from the good to the bad. And you got to focus on the good ones only. And if you have a bad one, take the good ones and make them so powerful that you can just drop in and almost live in that scene. Social media is also a bad thing too. Like I like social media to post my stuff, but Rich Piana used to say, he goes, if you have time to be scrolling all day, then what the fuck are you doing with your life? And I was like, so I'm sitting there scrolling, I make it so I feel guilty. And it's like, edit one of your videos, go find something to post, make something meaningful, post something, and then get the fuck off the phone. Get the fuck off the phone and do that, post it, and then get the fuck off again. Go back and answer your comments. If you need to scroll through something, scroll through your comments and answer them because I have a shitload that I haven't answered yet. Oh, I just realized I was supposed to meet up with someone tonight. When do you guys hear when there was like that banshee screaming or something the one night during the live. It's horrible. Maybe I should start answering the questions. Yeah, it's weird. Look at the viewers just keep jumping up when it's late at night. Maybe this is the best time. Does anyone have any topics that you guys want me to discuss this week through videos or something? Or right now for a little bit and then make a video to expand on it later? As the cigar dwindles down. Actually, I like these. When I first started smoking cigars, we'll have a story time. When I first started smoking cigars, it was just to look cool like a mafia boss. Because it was that time in my life where I was drinking a lot and I won't say it was not being to a degenerate level. It was pretty degenerate. We would just get, me and my friends would just go out, we'd get drunk all the time. And it was maybe 2-3 years ago. And I was a little bit before I met the first SP. And then I started smoking cigars because the one guy and his friend, she brought them over. She liked cigars. She got him into cigars, and we all had our first cigar together. And all of us threw up because it was dipped in bourbon. And I remember she ran down to my parents' basement, was throwing up. He was throwing up in my alley. And I was laughing. I'm like, I'm good. And then I'd be at work in like an hour or two. And I remember being curled up in my underwear on the floor, like, this is horrible. I'll never smoke again. But now I'm at the point now I found some ones I like, and they just kind of relax me and make me more mellowed out, or they'll sober you up if you're drinking. Do you think it's the mental diet or perfect timing being the reason the SP manifestation is dragging out so long? 4 months now. Cigars are cool, but I never got hooked on smoking. Looks cool. Yeah, it's just all to look cool, I guess. And then now it's kind of like it's like a relaxing thing. But like it's weird. I'll go sometimes like a month, 2, or something like that. I don't think I've gone more than 2 or 3 months without one since I started smoking. But like, if I have them, I'll smoke them. If I don't have them, I won't. And then do you think it's the mental diet or perfect time? I believe what Neville says, if it be late, then wait. If you feel your mental diet might be off, it could have something to do with it. Even if it's perfect, but you have a feeling that it's off, that could be what throws it off. So you want to make sure, because I've had them where my mental diet's not perfect, but I've assured myself my mental diet was perfect and things worked out. But the divine timing is always what's coming. And I've always said too, like I said, one of my favorite affirmations, I'm no more than 2 weeks away from a miracle. So when I did that kind of helped with a time crunch. And not that we're trying to rush things, but we also don't want to wait around all the time. There's plenty of people who get their manifestations fast, but if you're not, then don't beat yourself up. Find a bunch of other things to do. And maybe it's the manifestations waiting for you to become the best perfect version of yourself to fit into the role that you're projecting for yourself, and you're still building yourself to fit that role. But when your mental diet feels like you're dating your SP now, or you guys are whatever you want with that SP, it'll be much easier, because like I said, some of the times it was like I didn't even feel like what do you call it? A few of the times it was just like, man, I'm already dating her. This is weird. Like you didn't even notice the difference. What is all this stuff? That's weird. Hey, Wild Dreams. I still haven't written my success story. Oh, wait, I forgot we got another success story right there. I just posted. Well, I'll post one tomorrow, one the next day. I just want to double check with the people before I post them. I kept them anonymous. But I just got finished working out. I'm glad to hear that. I was so set on not because I wanted to make dinner, but I did 10 p.m. workout. Happy to catch a live. I'm happy you're able to catch the live too, and I'm glad you got a good workout in and still got to make your dinner, which was one of the things I was just talking about. There's plenty of time to do stuff. You just have to make time for it. Like today, I knew I had stuff to do. I had to tour houses. I had to make this live. I didn't have to go live. I said I wasn't, but It's like I got time to do that. Still got some time to meal prep if I stay up late. I had time to record 3 videos. I got time to do more videos in the morning. You're pushing yourself to do this, and I love to see how many people are like going towards the fitness route now too, because it's a great self-concept route, and that's what's the video I talked about too, that being a little hack to it. I'm glad you did that too. Take the weekend to yourself and start doing things like, not a bucket list as in anticipating that you're going to die, but every day we're here, life is limited. So start doing things you want to do, like refine who you are yourself. I think sometimes, not just with SP, but with life, we get so mixed up in worrying about like what other people think, what we're expected to do, everything like that. We forget about who we are and who we were as kids. And I remember this Greg Plitt speech, because I listened to it at the gym today, that nobody starts out wanting to be like in the horrible situations in life there. Like he goes, nobody starts out wanting to be a junkie or a drunk or a failure or someone who's like, whatever bad circumstances life takes you through, nobody starts out that way. They have all these dreams, but when you let life take you whatever way, then you lose who you are. So I think it's important too to sit back and write things down and remember who you are, and like with the young version of you, be proud of who you are. And if not, write down what that young version of you wanted to do, what they wanted to be, and focus on that for a while too. And don't worry about the SP. Think about all the positives. If you don't have SP now, weigh out all the pros and cons. Always look at the glass half full, like I keep saying. So it's like, what could I do today if I'm not hanging out with SP? I did a whole lot for the channel. Not a whole lot, but I mean, I made 3 videos and did a live, and I wrote some stuff down. And then you guys were interested in my other channel, so I was able to show you guys this. And then in the way you guys are out supporting my other channels. So like, I found a way to get more productive, and I could go out and do my, what do you call it? My meal prep and everything like that. So there's always time to do stuff. Sorry, I'm all over the place. I've been crazy busy. Yeah, same here. Things are slowing down. I always have more than enough time. There you go. Yeah, when they start to slow down, then instead of you slowing down with them and resting with them and then just waiting for time to go, you double down on those times where you have off and just work on more stuff. That's what I'm doing now, trying to be the best version of me, going to the gym, training martial arts, going back to school gives me something to focus on other than SP. That's awesome, George. It's funny you said martial arts too, because me and my brother went for a walk today, and we ran into our martial arts coach. There was no one behind us. We're in an empty park, and we're walking, and all of a sudden we hear footsteps, and we turn around. Our martial arts coach comes running up. He's like, well, see you guys tonight, because we've been gone for months. And my brother's like, I'll be there. And he wanted to go, and I didn't, because I had all this other stuff to do. And I'm like, and then, like I said, I spent time with my family, because I didn't spend Easter with them. I was with SP and her family. So I spent some time with my family today too. There you go, Wild. What's up, H? I've been manifesting for the last 2 weeks. Finally got contact from them over the weekend after 2 months, and it's slow now, but I don't feel like manifesting it all the time. Do I need to continue to persist, or only when I think of them? Honestly, if you don't feel like it, then if you're dating them, you're not going to be like, oh, fuck, like it's a job, I need to manifest them. But it's like, no, if you're relaxed in the moment and you feel that, hey, naturally I'm in contact with them, because literally in 3D you're in contact with them. If you feel naturally I'm in contact with them, then just oh guys, this one of the viewers. Well, he's my friend first, then it became he was the one who inspired a lot of stuff. But anyway, if you already feel like it's natural, it's whenever they pop in your head, think of that, because when usually if they pop in your head, you want to make sure it's automatically a good thought, like a loving thought, like you're already together or end desire. Otherwise, I mean, like I think about my SP throughout the day too. I always try to look from a loving version, but sometimes I'll think of a certain situation and be like, that sucks. I'm like, and I look at it in a negative way. Always look at it in a positive way. And if you don't feel like you need to do anything, then don't do anything. You're good. Well, that's awesome, H. Yeah, I think martial arts is a great way too, besides regular fitness and bodybuilding and stuff. And exactly, Wild and Hayden, we got to spend time for ourselves too. I am so sissy that coach put me in the ladies class, and even that too I can't complete. You just got to keep pushing, brother. I feel like an idiot because I did wrestling in high school. I played football. I've always been active, and I would do contact sports and stuff like that. And like wrestling with friends growing up, like we were always like out fighting with each other and stuff. Not in a bad way, but like I don't know, we call it rough house and boys being boys, but like we would hurt each other pretty bad sometimes. And it wasn't until I was 24 or 25. I'm 26 now, so it was a year or two ago maybe, where I went to this fighting class with my brother. He's been more into martial arts than me. We go to this thing and then they switch up our partners and they put me with like some of the teenagers. I'm like, oh, I don't want to hurt a teenager. This motherfucker broke my nose. It's never been broken through all the fights and stuff I've been in. And that's why it's a little bit crooked like this now. It kind of pissed me off because I used to be like Rocky Balboa. I'd be so proud that my nose was never broken, and then it did. I know it broke, but I mean, I never was able to crack it back. And for a while, I kept doing that, but it stayed crooked. So don't worry about having to fight with the ladies. At least they didn't break your nose like a teenager did to me. Hey, Christina. No, you're not that late. We've been up for 45 minutes. I wasn't even going to jump on today. It wasn't even a plan, but it's nice. Can't jump rope. The ladies were teaching me that. I used to be really bad at jumping rope too. I actually just, I found one the other day. It was sitting in this corner of the gym. It's usually not there. The gym doesn't supply them, but somebody left it there and it was just sitting there for like a week. And I was like, you know what? I'll take it. I've been doing that. It's a great cardio. But I almost need a sports bra to do it, even though I got pecs. They're bouncing like titties. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. Do more push-ups. All right, Hayden, brother, get some rest. Yeah, you've been up all night. Thank you. Well, hopefully you have a good sleep and then a very productive day ahead of you. I was considering going back to the gym tonight too, because in the middle of the night it's perfect for filming shirtless content. Or perhaps after this, then I'll just get my ass moving on finishing up the Etsy page or whatever. Anyone else who just jumped in have ideas or they want to hear about for the week or anything? I'm taking down notes. I mean, I've got stuff that I was going to write about and talk about and plans for the channel, but just want to make sure everything else is in order. I was thinking about doing like a serious acting scene this week too. I've been talking to actors again. Taking a break from SP and the 3D. I still have to set boundaries and standards, and I don't feel and I was too anxious, but it's been great feeling better. Been focusing on manifesting money and a new job. That's awesome. I'm happy to hear that. Been going to the gym, on hikes, yoga, manifesting body changes. I'm happy to hear that. That makes me happy to see how much you're elevating and working on yourself. New home? Oh, it's not in the best area. I'm trying to buy a house in a certain area, but let's take a look at it anyway. Maybe it's a sign. That's my manifestation right now. A nice house to be able to make videos out of and everything. There was a time I just saw like the video pop up right now where it's been, and there was a time where I used to think, oh, I could never get more than a one view per day on a video, and now it's like at 9 views already, and we have 9 people in the chat right now, and it's like it's amazing to have this many people on the channel, and I'm even more happy that it's like benefiting them, and I'm getting all these success stories from people and hearing how happy they are and that their lives are better. Where's this house they just told me about? You can't just take me to the app and expect me not to see. Oh, I'm looking at a different neighborhood. I don't even know why I saved that house. That's way out of my range. At the moment, I can manifest it. Oh, for sure. You guys will see. I'll do a live stream when I move in. I like the condo, but it's like, I mean, right now it's just renting it, and then there's been like some discrepancies. But it's funny too because I started manifesting. It's like, well, I wish I had more money because I need, and I know if I wait over time, I'll have more money. So I have more time to save up. But then I move along here because I'm thinking I'm going to be kicked out. Then all of a sudden, the person I'm renting from stops asking me for rent money and stuff like that. And it's like, oh, it's not time for that bill yet. Don't worry about it. I'll hit you up when it comes in. And there is a certain bill that comes out, like I think the association fees or something come out right away. But it's like that comes out of my account naturally. But other than that, it's like the utilities and stuff he hasn't even hit me up for. And it was like, man, I want to making my situation even more free, which gives me more money to save up. And even when I tried to do the honor system, it told me no. So there's more of a chance to save up for a bigger house, more room to film, more areas. Wow, there's only 6. Yeah, this one house would be perfect area, but it's a dumpy house, and I don't feel like flipping. How much are homes in your area right now? If you don't mind me asking, right now, everything seems to be over 300, and my limit is kind of 300. So I'm waiting for some of them to drop. The first one I looked at, let me pull it up for you guys. Oh wait, because if I buy it, then I might get doxxed. Never mind. Can I pull up a picture? This one, no, maybe I won't show it. In case the address pulls up when I'm not looking. But everything seems to be around 300. The area where I'm living now is a little bit on the outside. It's like a suburb of Chicago, where I'm renting this place. And houses out here are nice. They're big, but they're $500,000, 600. My limit's not there. Looking good, genius. Yeah, you guys will definitely see. I'll do like a Mystic House tour when it happens. If it is the one I'm going to place a bid on, I didn't do the paperwork for it today, but if it is that one that I go with, then there's a nice deck out in the yard. And I'm going to have a pool put in, and then maybe put a hot tub out in the yard. Garage needs a lot of work. It's 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. It's a Georgian house, which means there's nothing on the first floor. It's as you walk in. Front room is what Chicago calls a living room because it's at the front of the house, usually on all our houses. Front room, dining room, kitchen. Then you drop downstairs, and right in the front room, it goes right upstairs. It's not the perfect house, but it's a good starter home. Right now, the condo serves the purpose. So if I wait longer, maybe something better will pop up. Because the type of home I was looking for was a brick bungalow. Thought that would be nice. Because those are big and there's more rooms and stuff like that. But I mean, I don't plan on having kids or anything, so I don't really need a ton of rooms, but a workout area, studio, bedroom, things like that. Thank you. I appreciate all the good vibes and manifesting energy in my dream home. My dream homes where I live now are 500 to 700. Damn, that's expensive. Yeah, that's pretty much a lot of the nicer areas here too. That it's like, I mean, all the, like in the neighborhood where I went to, they're like up to 400 and stuff like that. And it's like, even if I bought one in the higher threes, it would just be pretty much almost all my checks going towards a house and have a note and stuff like that. Even with a good down payment and stuff, it's just going to be a lot. So part of me wants to just try to manifest something crazy. I mean, look at Neville's brother, but I can't visualize anything because I don't see the exact house I want yet. there is one situation that kind of arose, but I'm not going to tell that story until that bridge possibly unfolds. Maybe I'll visualize that one. It is a house I've said I wanted since I was a kid. It's right by my parents' house. That's enough cigar for today. Let's see. I'm kind of out of things to say for tonight. I wouldn't even plan on throwing on a live, but I did. And let's see. What time is it here? Probably almost 10 p.m. Yep, 20 minutes to 10. We'll go for about 4 more minutes unless anyone else got anything to say or add or want me to make videos on or topics to discuss. I'm happy to hear how many people are working out in this group. I'm happy to hear that a lot of people are doing well and taking time for themselves, focusing on yourselves. I mean, it's easy to break off it sometimes. Like I said, it's easier to focus on SP. It's easier to focus on something else on the outside. It's a nice distraction, but it's like if we have a weekend with SP, then we focus with SP and live in that present moment. And if we don't, then we focus on ourselves and we don't waste any time. We don't, like I said, we don't know how long we're on this earth. It's the one thing that we can't really manifest or tell. Like Neville says, we come on time, we go on time. In the middle, we just try to experience and have as much fun and live life as the best we can. I also have that vlog channel too that I haven't really put too much work into in a while. A lot of work to do. There's always work to do. Hey, there you go. Maybe you're the reason that manifested me on, Mark. Yeah, I was saying I was about to get off in a couple minutes. I wasn't even going to get on today, but I recorded 3 videos. I was kind of burning out on them because I was losing the message. And it was 30 minutes worth of video. Each one's about 10 minutes. So about 30 minutes, and I'm like, okay, well, the computer's right here. It's already on. Throw on the live. See about anyone, if anyone's on. Well, I'm glad, brother. Hopefully it helps. I also just posted a video too, and then I'll have one up in the morning, and I'll have another video up Wednesday, and then sometime in between now and Wednesday, I've got to record more videos for Thursday and Friday, and maybe I'll even get them for Saturday, Sunday too. That way I can post every day. And not this weekend, but next weekend to my 2-year anniversary with SP, even though there was all the breakups and stuff in between, but we don't count that time because we don't look at the positives of life. So we'll focus on that weekend. I probably won't be around very much, so maybe this weekend we'll power through. And one of the things was I wanted to go see the new Evil Dead movie with her, so that's also 2 weeks away. So this weekend, maybe if I don't see her, we'll post more time on here, but nobody manifest that because I'd like to get laid. I've got 10 days to do all my uni work. Hopefully it's not too much, bro. Even if it is, you'll power through it. We're just talking about managing time and always finding time to do something like today. What am I going to do? If I didn't do this, what am I going to do? Sit my ass on the TV, sit my ass on the couch, turn on the TV, not watch anything on there, play on TikTok and scroll and waste time when I could be doing this. And then in the morning, instead of waking up and doing that, I'm going to hit the gym and then probably put a bid in on the house and then come over here and finish the Etsy store and maybe start editing my videos for my other channels. Been living in doubt again. 3D's been getting to me, but trying not to. I've been there, done that. Just like I said in that last video, I mean, it was last week, look where we might be in a week, where it's like, in a week, your whole world could be different. Just like in a day, your whole world could be different. Oh, Christina's getting off. Have a good night, everyone. Thanks for the mystic love. Love you too, Christina. Have a great night. Keep killing it in the gym. Keep focusing on yourself and having fun and manifesting that nice big house for 500. Damn, 500 to 700. When I take my trip over to California, my next trip to California, I'll have to come see it. Just trying to focus on what I assign meaning to. Yeah, just always focus on assigning your meaning to the good stuff. Only focus on the best stuff in the world. Best. Glass is always half full. And remember, like I was saying before, where things were amazing with me and SP in the morning on the one Monday, by the end of the night, they were shattered and falling apart. And then by from one Monday to then when I changed my thinking, and there was so many times of doubt and everything. It's like, God, did I throw it away again because I was focusing negative for like 2-3 days on bad situations? And it took me about a week of positive thinking and mental dieting and stuff like that, then turned it around overnight, and then SP winds up meeting my parents, just like I said in that last video, which was something I always visualized too. And now my SP and my mom really like each other, and I'm kind of visualizing this weekend while all of us going out for sushi together and stuff, and letting them talk. I mean, they really related to each other and a lot of stuff. So, yeah, that was cool. And then I spent this weekend with that, and then from there I spent this weekend with SP and her family on Easter. So just think about that, where you might be in a week. Everything can be completely different in a week. It could be completely different in a day. Use the green screen too much? No, probably not enough. I haven't even finished painting all these other walls because, like I said, I don't know if I'm going to be. I don't know how long I'll be staying here. Part of me likes it because I've already made myself at home here, but then also having a house would be a lot better. I mean, you could blast your music as much as you want, which I don't usually do, but if me and SP are getting loud in a good way, not in a fighting way, getting loud in a good way, there's not old people on either side who are going to be like, oh my, they must not be feeling good with all that moaning. They have a tummy ache. And it's like, you just got your own space to stuff. You have a yard, which I don't really want to do yard work with. I'll just, I don't know, find a young entrepreneur like I was when I was a kid and just pay him to fucking mow my lawn, find a lawn service or whatever. I don't think they charge that much. Because everyone's like, oh, what about the lawn worker? It's like, well, I'll do it myself. Take me fucking an hour. Break a bed spring. That's why you got to go with the memory foam and plant those good memories right into it. Man, these memories look a lot like big ass cheeks. Yes, they do. Sweet dreams are made of these. I'm surprised this many people watch this channel when I talk like that, because I feel like the manifesting community is like on here. I feel like we found like a certain niche of people who are like into the same sense of humor and more laid back. I know we all struggle with stuff at times, but more open to fitness and moving into doing like a lot of this stuff is just like, I feel like it's like very polite, even though like the most edgy thing is like swearing and stuff, but I kind of like put my whole life on blast and like talk about all my stuff. And that's what everybody says they like so much. Because there's a lot of times where I don't want to share stuff, but I'm like, no, if this is what's helping people, I'll keep doing it. Like, and sometimes I'm like, this is too much. I don't want to talk about that. But I will say, like, another thing is too, like, one sword sharpens the other. I got good at doing lives from my comedy channel. Then I'm here putting myself out here is like another way of what do you call it? This makes me better at being more personable with people and stuff like that. So in my real life, where I got to deal with customers at work and stuff like that, when they complain about a temperature call or whatever at work, I got to go deal with them. I know how to be more polite and understanding because I do this. A lot of manifestors aren't into the edgy stuff, but that's why I come here. I feel like that too, because I'm like, everybody's always trying to say the right thing, but it's just that's just how I grew up. Not everything is filtered or nice, but it is pretty filtered compared to. I learned to tone myself down a lot when a lot of my videos kept getting taken down on the comedy stuff. We all think like it pretty much. Everyone is pushed out in a good, positive vibe here. Got another success. Got contact with my SP like 2 hours ago, and she left me unseen. Any advice? First of all, I would say success story, and then, like I said, I've been saying this whole time, glasses always half full, not half empty. And I think a lot of what people learn from me is like, you'll see what I go through in the process. I think a lot of it is, and I'm not shit talking any other channels, because I mean, you need channels where it's going to show you motivation. It's like, okay, here's the good positive thing, and I'll show you every part of this journey. It's almost impossible, I think, if for someone who's always been a very positive person, tried to look at the glasses half full, half empty, but also get negative a lot. I will say this: always watch your thoughts and stuff like that. Look at it half full, or yeah, half full. What's in the video that I just posted and what I've been talking about in this live, my SP wasn't acting as loving and compassionate and everything that I want right now. But sometimes through that, where it's like usually Mondays, if you, as you guys know, my Monday schedule. If you've heard this a bunch of times already through the live, sorry, but usually Monday I'll go live, I do the channel videos and I edit and I do thumbnails, all this shit, and I get the channel all prepped and ready on Monday. Talk to clients if I have some that week, and do everything I gotta do for this channel. Maybe work on my other channels, call some people, catch up with them, get my week planned out. And then, as you guys know, I usually spend it the afternoon time working out, getting dinner, and chilling with SP at her house or my house, and then taking her home. Today, she said that she wasn't going to the gym. She got stuck at work, but she didn't reply to me all day. And then a little while ago, she left me unseen on something. I was trying to make her laugh or something. But I know she's had a long day. And even if she's on social media or whatever and she's doing something else, it doesn't matter. We're in contact. We had a great weekend together. Look at all the positives you have. If you went from no contact to contact and then get left unseen, think about this. How many times do we leave our friends unseen? I know I do sometimes, not on purpose. It's just like, oh, I'll get back to them in a second. Because we're so relaxed with that person, we know, hey, it's cool. Like, I'll talk to them in a second. They'll understand. Or you just forget. Maybe they thought they sent the message. There's a lot of ways you could look at it as half full. Maybe she thought she sent the message and didn't. Maybe something happened in her world where she got pulled away as she was looking and reading your message and got pulled away. Maybe she's actually tired after a long day. It's like, I'll just talk to him in the morning. Or whatever it is, there's always, the glass is always half full, not half empty. And realize how far you've come. Compare yourself to where you were yesterday, not where someone else is today. Because I think that happens a lot in this community too. And I know I was guilty of it too. It's like, oh man, they're having all this success with their SP and I'm still blocked, or I just got unblocked. Well, you got unblocked and had a conversation and got left unseen, but that just leaves it where, like I said, in either this video that I posted now or one of the other two that's going to be coming out this week, the bridge, I think it's in the one for tomorrow, the bridge could get really ugly before it gets beautiful. So the bridge of events for one of my other clients, I'll give you a little spoiler on the video, he had a bridge unfolding slowly but beautifully in the direction he wanted. Then he saw something in 3D that fucked him up. And then I didn't have much time to reply to him, so I told him real quick what he needs to do. Just, keep your mind straight, blah, blah, blah. And then he goes, and then through that ugliness, I told him, here's how you spin it with his SP with a third party, or he had a suspicion that the SP was with a third party. I said, if she's with the third party, she's there to break up with the third party so that it could clear a path for you. And then from there, she reached out to him today. So I haven't talked to him since then, but I don't know where his bridge is going to fully unfold, because by the time the video is out, he might have a full manifestation. And then everything I talked about today too is, like I said, one day with SP, everything's perfect in the morning. By nighttime, everything fell apart. 1 week later, we're in a perfect situation. And if you track where your mind is and all that stuff, it's exactly where I was actually one of my clients now. But if you track where your mind is, you'll realize it all reflects. So let me see this. I'm not like panicking, but I don't know what to do. My SC is high and whatnot. I double texted too, but I turned that into a positive. Yeah, turn it into a positive. And don't worry about double texting. You can't fuck this up. I've double texted, triple texted, quadruple, blah, blah, blah. I've done all this. Let me see. All right, sorry. No, but remember, you can't fuck this up. So you can't fuck this up. Double texting doesn't matter. Quadruple texting, fighting, arguments, whatever. It's just live in the end of what you want. But don't fall for that, because don't fall into the negative trap and stuff like that. Um, don't fall into yeah. Mute this real quick. Thought it's gonna go through I have to get that off the computer. Um, don't let yourself think that you're fucking it up. If you think you're fucking it up, then you're fucking it up. I just watched a recent video on self-concept, and it was just what I needed. Awesome. Yeah, I see. I looked at my notebook with all these plans and stuff for the channel, and I was like, well, I know I did one on self-concept, but it's like, see, self-concept sitting off by itself. It's like, well, what a good way to start. And it kind of related to some stuff that I had to deal with today. So I'm glad it helped you, Amy. Hopefully you're feeling better. I have a lot of people I know that text like that. They send a bunch of them all in a row. Then I also included circumstances don't matter too. And yeah, always look at it as half full, not half empty. One of those people. I do it too sometimes, but only with certain people. I'll do it with SP too. I know she don't like that, but then certain times she'll ding 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 ding, then she'll hit me up like that too. Sometimes she'll start to mirror it. My best friends like that too. Actually, both my best friends, when they text me, it's like that. Actually, one of them was the one who was texting me earlier. And he was sending me jokes during this. I told him to hop on the live, but he's reading a book right now. We'll see. Oh, look, I was supposed to get offline like 13 minutes ago. So if anyone else has any final closing thoughts before we... I just realized this. I've never read this. Actually, here's a closing thought. The Neville book. Like I said, I named the channel The Mystic because like the one is like they used to insult him by saying he was the Mad Mystic from, I think, 48th Street. But I forgot. I didn't even realize the word was on there too, mystic. How can I manifest energy? C4 pre-workout or obscene amounts of coffee. That's how I manifest it. Or just realize that that you know what needs to be done and you're willing to do whatever the fuck it takes to get it done. Like Rich Piana used to say. And that's what I realized today. I'm like, I could just lay around and just fuck off. But I promised everyone we're going to hit the ground running. And now there's so many people that like this channel. They want to see it and they need the positivity. So I can't let people down. Now I have accountability. That's why I post shirtless pictures when I'm not on my Snapchat and on my Instagram, when I'm not fully proud of my physique yet. But I post it because it's an accountability mirror. If you ate like a slob that weekend, you're going to show everybody. And then people could be like, you fat motherfucker. And you hold yourself accountable. That's why I tell you guys my failures and not just my successes, because it holds me accountable. So when you realize you're accountable for stuff, it gives you that energy too. Yes, I do feel better. I've been practicing going into my new state more and more, but the old memories and emotions occasionally pop up. Yep, I still have that too, especially even when you have your SP2. I hate this because it's like I have her and everything's good, but at the same time, I still feel that those negative emotions will arise and they still pop in and, like they fuck with me a little bit. But when you're, whatever state you're dominantly in is the state that you'll be embodying the most and what you'll receive the most from. We'll go for about 5 more minutes if I don't find something else to ramble about. Maybe if I do like a live once a week too, we'll turn on the camera. So I can think of another idea. Turn on the camera here and record myself reading this and then do a live at the same time. And whatever points that I make while doing this, clip those out of that recording. I know how powerful emotions are, so I changed the meaning behind certain things remind myself that I am the movement and my inner world creates. Yeah, and I also saw this one thing. I thought it was a really good idea. Um, Someone talked about it was another coach talked about this, and I can't remember who at the moment. I want to say it's Bia, and you guys know Bia because she was in the live the one time. Um, she talks about um, turning everything into a positive. Like, I don't remember the example she gave, but one I thought, I'm like, if I double, and here's one for Ken too. If if I double text, it means I'm getting more results. If I fuck something up, it leads to only even better results. And I would say my favorite is I'm no more than 2 weeks away from a miracle. I always get whatever I want. So no matter what I do, I can't fuck this up. So pretty much those all affirmations and beliefs and the emotions you have, just turn it on its head. Even if it's something negative and logically you know it's negative, just tell yourself everything I do leads me to my ultimate success. Thank you, Ken. That means a lot. Does your SP ever reflect on the old story, or is she completely mirroring the new story? Will it ever reflect the old story, or is she completely mirroring the new story? Slash self concept. No, it's up and down depending where I am mentally. I'm not gonna lie. Um, today today was a little bit of the old story, but there's also a great deal of new story impressed enough where if I pissed her off in the old story, I would be blocked and gone and she'd move on. And not necessarily be with somebody else, but just be single or just be on her own. But now she'll tell me, hey, this is what's bothering me. She's more open to talking and doing stuff like that. And like I said today, where she's like, she goes, I'm tired from work. I don't feel like out. And I was trying to come up with, well, after that, we could get dinner. We could do this. We could do where it's not working out. Trying to politely say she doesn't want to hang out today. She wants to just go home and rest. Me, here's a reflection of flaw that I have where I'm pushing to go hang out, where I know damn well I need to be here making videos for this channel. So it was almost like the universe, maybe somebody was manifesting that me having that realization or getting on the live or whatever. But I choose not to be manifested by nobody else. But I mean, there will be I could trace it. Yeah, the old story does appear, but when we're on vacation, that was all the new story. And granted, okay, yeah, you could make the argument that yeah, because we're on vacation, anyone's gonna be having a good time. But even when we came back, and then when she met my mom, and then when we spent Easter weekend together, that was all new story. But today, when I didn't hear from her, she was legitimately busy. But I started thinking, oh, she's going back into the old version of her. And then even she was texting me in the new version, but I started reacting in a way to bring out the old version, and then the old version came out. And then when I reacted as the new version of me, who was more confident, then like, okay, cool, you don't want to hang out, then we want to hang out. When I reacted like that, then all of a sudden she's better. But then I started thinking, you know, when I was scrolling through line stuff online, and then you see more red pill shit, and it's like, oh well, I should be more respected, and I should always be doing this. Then all of a sudden, even sending a nice message, she's back in the old version. So it's literally wherever your mind is going, it can flip back and forth. Like I said, it could be instant. Dylan James says manifestation is instant. Now you don't need to panic and be like, oh, I thought this was all these bad things going to happen. The bad stuff usually takes time, and there's like a grace period. But pay attention to the signs. Sometimes, like I said before, one of our breakups, she kept saying she would send me voice memos where you could hear her voice breaking and stuff like that. She was just focus on the good times, don't focus on the bad. Because I would bring up the old story. Old story bothered the hell out of me more. And if everything is a reflection of you, you're being bothered by the old story. So it's fucking up the new story. And that person's going to be kind of confused because they want to be with you, but then they also realize, okay, maybe I shouldn't be because there's something that feels off about it. And the off feeling stems from you not feeling right about the situation either. So funny that makes sense. Sorry, it's kind of all over the place, but I'm trying to phrase it the best. It's almost a thing where you have to be in it and doing it to fully understand what I'm saying. But I think most of the people get the message. I try not to be needy, but I sometimes feel message sending and talking to her in the 4D makes me feel more needy. I don't know if I should do more or less speaking to her in my mind. Bad manifestations come in quick for me. That's a negative one. Undo that because I used to have that too. Bad manifestations always come in quick. Bad manifestations take forever. Bad manifestations drag on. I always have plenty of space before anything bad manifests. And remember, there's no good and bad. The universe just gives whatever it gives when you're manifesting, because you not being in contact with your SP means nothing to the universe. You being in contact with your SP means nothing to the universe. It just is. If that's what you feel, then that's what you get. So if you're feeling that you're in contact and it feels good to send messages in your mind, then keep sending them in your mind. Keep having that inner conversation. Don't worry about nothing. You're talking in the 4D, and that version of you loves hearing from you. They love sending you messages. So that's the one we want to focus on the most. And it's funny too, because I could multitask now at this point with it, where I've had a couple chats with her in my head since we've been doing this. And that's how the state I want to get all you guys to. We went over the 5 minutes again. 4 more minutes, and then we'll go. This is why when people do coaching sessions with me too, they usually run over the hour. And I try to like space between people enough. It always feels weird on like the waiting time. Well, remember, bro, you control the 4D. She's warm and loving in the 4D, so focus in the 4D. There is this other manifesting technique that I heard about where it's like if you have a disagreement or a business deal or something. Actually, you know what? I should use this one on my boss because I have an assumption that they're trying to screw me out of a position, which they have done already. But the premise of this idea is you visualize that person and you're in a black room, which is a 4D, just in a space. You visualize them, you bring yourself up to them, you look at them in the eyes and stuff, you feel yourself, you're both in this thing. And it's like, as you're going to sleep, you have this conversation with them. And then I think you could just do it one time. I've tried it a couple times before, and it's worked. I mean, I've done it with like to make amends with SP whenever we have fights and stuff. The next day, everything's usually fine because I believe it's going to be fine. But then I just believe the method's going to work, and then you just tell them, listen, you're going to do this shift change, put me on the shift I belong on, and blah, blah, blah. So I think that's what I'm going to try to start focusing on, to feel like instead of, I have an assumption they doesn't like me because I started not liking them, so I would have the assumption that they don't like me. And it's harder at work, and it's usually not a personal thing. It's just I don't like what I do for a living. It's good money, but I just don't like it. And through that, that breeds more anger, aggravation, and hate. And then sometimes you take it out on the boss, but only mentally. And then it will be reflected to you. Now it's like, oh, because I'm thinking this, they're going to think this about me. And then we'll go back and forth mentally. And usually, I've had so many fights that I've seen in my mind a million times before the fight actually happened. If our subconscious doesn't have eyes, what does visualization do? I got most stuff from visualizing, but I never got why people say that. That's true. Yeah, I think they said too, like your eyes are the last part of your body to develop when you're in the womb and stuff like that. I think it's because if you see it, you believe it. That's what people have the general belief of seeing is believing. And if you could see it, then you believe it, and then you could feel it in your hands and stuff like that through the visualization process. It's a lot easier to believe it's already happened. It's turning it into a memory. It's turning it into something that already happened, and it's bringing it to light. I don't know why though that is, but here's another thing I always say too. Like people have asked me deep questions like that, and not that they haven't crossed my mind, they do. That one I actually haven't thought of though, but stuff like that where it's like really deep, I will give my philosophical thoughts on it. But at the end of the day, why question it? Just embrace it. You know it works, so let it work. Blind people have a pineal gland too. It's to do with the pineal gland. That's actually good. It's a good thought. I was thinking that too when I said it. I'm like, not the pineal gland, but I was thinking, I'm like, well, how do blind people visualize or manifest? I mean, we can get all the deep philosophical thoughts and science of it. I think the science breakdown would go to Joe Dispenza because he's the one who studied it scientifically for so long. All right, we're over those 4 minutes too, so I'm going to get ready to wrap it up. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Hopefully you guys like the video I just posted right now. I think it uploaded because I received some messages about it. And our eyes don't see reality. No, they see the 4D. They see our version of it. They see the reflection and the shadow. But thank you guys for stopping in. I'm glad I got time to do this. Hopefully everything I've said, or at least some of it, sticks with you guys and is helpful. Hopefully this video I just posted was helpful. I got 2 more coming this week. I got some more stuff to record. Send me an email if you want to do coaching or if you want to be part of that group coaching. Or in the comments, write down what kind of videos you want to see. And I think that's about all of it. So love you guys, and I'll see you around. You guys have a great night as well.